Alright, so today's video is kind of a special one. I actually, today, reached 1,000 logins on Grand Summoners. So I got my 500 gems, W. I can actually make another pity. I have like 16, 11 gems right now. So hopefully there's going to be a crazy crossover with a bunch of good units, and I should be able to pity the best one and get all the other ones. Something like that. That'd be awesome. But in today's video, we're going to go over my favorite units that I have, my favorite equips, and then everything I've personally done and everything I haven't done in the game. And like maybe if you're in a situation where you don't know what to do, this would help you, find something. But we're going to start off with my box. So first, these are my awoken units. I just got, just a couple. Nothing crazy. But my favorite are probably going to be Mako, Heart, and number one is Rimuru. And then my Ascended box, here's all those. I'm just going to, you can just lock in, look at them real quick. Okay, and then my favorite ones on there, the honorable mentions are going to be Albedo. Hear me out. I do like Albedo more than Shiro. Just because Shiro has like 90% DR most of the time, and Albedo has 60% for 12 seconds. So, like, Shiro just makes the game so easy that it's just not fun. Albedo, at least you have to, like, think and play the game. So, honestly, Albedo is one of my favorite units. I love using her. But sometimes she's not good enough and you have to use Shiro. But, if you don't have Shiro, Albedo is definitely a sleeper. She is so good. You could definitely beat most of the content in the game with Albedo as your tank. And then my next up is going to be Uzu. Uzu is the best damage dealer in the game, and I love him. He does so much damage, it's not even close. He hits so hard. He's just my favorite because he's the best damage dealer. And then Hajime is going to be the best nuker in the game. Love it. He's busted. Does so much damage in such a short amount of time. He literally just pokes them and then they explode. That you should watch my video on him. He's stupid. I did some silly things with him. And then Summer Rin and Luvia, or Summer Luvia and Rin, is going to be the best nuking support in the game in my opinion. Just because if you have Divine Arachnid's Tears and you throw it on them, they instantly give the whole team 200 arts, and then they can use their super art to give an insane damage buff. Especially if you're using an Earth Nuker, it's stupid. They're so good. And then my final, my final honorable mention is going to be Gamagori. Now, Gamagori isn't that good, but if you get some GC equips and you put Truth of Eternity on all of them, you can get a Gamagori like mine, who has a Truth of Eternity crest. Someday it'll have a Godchild crest, hopefully, and then 3 Truth of Eternity passives from items. He has a passive 100% DR as soon as his HP bar gets red. He is only taking 1 damage from everything. Unless there's like Shield Killer, Dark Killer, Human Killer, or I don't even know. Unless there's like a DR debuff on him. Otherwise, he takes 1 damage from everything. And even if there is a DR debuff, he's still taking no damage. This man is insane. He is so good in GC and so good in the mines because they are both ramping damage. But when you have 100% DR, it doesn't matter. You don't take damage anyways. It's so good. He is my favorite taunt tank. Probably my favorite tank. I just love using him in like end game content. He's definitely the best for it. And then my top 5 units is going to be FM Heart, just because bro's SP is just straight aura. He literally uses finger guns and blows up bosses with finger guns that shoot magical beams. Like he points his fingers and then boom, there's a tree made of dark matter. It's insane. He's got so much aura. He's such a good DPS, such a good arch gener, and he's so good at nukes if you have Divine Arachnid's Tears. I love him. He's so good. And then next up is going to be Emperor Islid. He is just a solid unit. If you have this guy, he's nutty. He's so good at everything. He's so good at arch genning. He's good at damage dealing. He's good at protecting the team with that defense slot. And normally, like other units, defense slot, cool. With Islid, if you use his defense and then you use his super art, on most equips, you're going to be able to keep it up 100% of the time. It's silly. He's such a good unit. He's so just good at everything. And then next up is going to be Shadow. Shadow, his art, he has a flinch res. His true art, he has arch gen and a stacking debuff. And then his super art, he has defense ignore and a damage increase. And he has passive arch gen for dark units. I cannot wait for more good dark units to come out so that this man can be the helm of my team, just leading me into chaos. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. But right now, currently, I think Shadow is in a league of his own for dark units. I don't think any dark unit is even close. Hajime is probably like the closest. They work really well together, but honestly, I'm taking Shadow over Hajime any day. And then my top two, number 2 is going to be Hoka. He is a pseudo healer. If you get the right equips and the right crests and the right everything on him, you can turn him into a good healer. But no matter what you do, this man is the best archgener in the game, and it's like he's so good. And he has a 300% crit damage buff and attack up. He's so good. If you don't have this man, next time Kill la Kill comes around, this is the best pity unit in the game, in my opinion. I would rather have this man than any other unit in the game. But my number 1 unit, like I pitied this unit. This was one of I have 4 pities, and this one was well worth it. Summer Miyu. Summer Miyu is the best farming character in the game, not even close. Literally, she gets 200 arts at the start of every wave, just passively. If I saw that and I was a new player, I would think somebody was cheating. That's stupid. And then, as her true art, it's an 80% stacking physical buff. That's stupid. And it gives everybody 30 arts. So she's a semi-arch-gener with the craziest stacking buff in the game. And she just happens to get 200 arts gauge at the start of every wave. So she's just the best farming unit, not even close. Next up is Jay, but even him, he has a debuff that I don't even think it stacks. It's not even close. It's not close. Summer Miyu is my favorite unit, the best farming unit in the game. Love her. And yeah, that's it for my favorite units and my honorable mentions. So now we're going to get into my equips. So here is a very, very long list of the equips I have. So these are just the favorited ones. At the top, you can see I have 540 equips. These are just the ones I have favorited. So I'm not even just going to let you look at it. You can look at this while I'm blabbering. But my favorite equips are going to be the Vulture Cap from GC. I have so many GC equips, but the number 1 is Vulture Cap. It's stupid. I cannot wait until I don't know, the dark. Wait, that is the dark version. Unfortunately, I can't throw it on Hajime, which is tragic. But anybody with a magic slot that does dark damage is getting buffed. And then I have the Ultra Relic. I don't remember the name of it right now, but this right here, one day I'm gonna get this passive. This passive can go infinitely. The arts will always be set at 10, but the cooldown on that will go down infinitely. So hopefully someday I'm gonna get it to 1 art a second, and then another day in the very distant future I'm gonna get it to 2 arts a second. And then I'm going to get it to 3 arts a second. And then I'm going to keep going until maybe I have a 10 art a second equip. And that would be insane. But that's the last thing I will ever do. I still got to get a Luck 200 unit before I do that. But some of my favorite equips are going to be Cess Wavy Frill. Just for that Freeze Res, Seth Sandy Blossom, the best farming or the best nuking equip in the game. This equip gives 400 Archgen in one use. That's insane. It's an instant 50 to everybody, and then 2 a second for 25 seconds to everybody. It's so good for nukes. And then Divine Arachnid's Tears is going to be insane if you have Summer Luvia and Rin or FM Heart. Either of them can use it so well. I love it. And then next up is going to be Delta and Hajime's True Weapons. They're just 120% damage buffs. You know, something slight. You know, it's just something. It's going to be crazy for nukes. I don't know why they gave that to Hajime. It's stupid. But, and then we have the Bazette's Apron. It's going to be a 40% physical DR and a 1500 heal. Silly. I love it. Also, Roas, kind of same thing, but for magic. Equally as good. And then Little Red Riding Mira is going to be the same thing as Seswavy Frail, but burn instead of freeze. Those two are so good. They just help out so much. They are in the Forever Summons right now. Make sure you're going for some of those. I have a video on it. There's 6 equips that you should definitely take if you see them. Like, instantly just take them. But the last equip is going to be True EX Gate. This one is actually in the Alchemist, the ticket pool. Definitely pick this up. This one, it goes so hard. It's going to be so good for nukes just because it gives your whole team 100% crit. And it's going to supercharge 1 unit's arts. And even, like, if you're not nuking, this is still going to be really good early just so you can fully charge 1 unit. So let's say you have a War God Fen, but you're just starting out. If you get True EX Gate and put it on the War God Fen, you're going to be able to just get 100 arts from that, and then you should be able to get into his True Art super easily. And you should be cooling. But yeah, that's it for my equips. So now we're going to go over everything I have done. So here is the world. And as you can see right now, everything is done. Everything is completed. It's not going to show anything, but that's because it's all completed. And then Crest Palaces, all of them have autos. Every single Crest Palace except the Sunday one I have autos for, just because I don't do the Sunday one. And then the side quests, they are all complete. This is silly because with the side quests, you might say, yeah, they're easy. You're just beating them. But no. I actually have gotten all of the equips maxed out for the side quests. Just for those, there's a couple missions where you can get gems, and I really wanted Hoka, but I didn't have enough gems. So I was like, how can I get gems? And then I saw the side quest missions, and then I spent about 300 large pots and like 2 weeks farming all of them. And it was terrible. Anybody who has done that knows what I'm talking about. Farming those equips for gems is so bad. And then here's the exploring page. So on the events, I have all of the events done. The only thing I haven't done, we'll get to that in a second, but all of the giant bosses are done. All of the summoners roads, I have AIs and videos for, except the rainbow one. I have all the materials, all the boot camp done, easy. And then the only thing I haven't done is the mono runes. I've done the fire one, but I haven't done any of the other 4. And then here's my missions, just to show you how much I've done, blah, 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 that's whatever. But right here, you know, 1000 day right there. And yeah, I've cleared a couple quests. And then the final thing I think I'm going to show is my Grand Crusade. So I stopped, like when the Grand Crusade thing ended, I was at around 190. So right now I'm at 207. So I've progressed a little bit. And then I have all the EX fights done. Did those a while ago. I have a video on it if you still haven't done it. But yeah, that's everything I've done. And the only thing I still have to do is those mono runes and then get like a luck 300 unit. I really want to get Summer Miyu to 555+. Right now she's only 555+ and a 4+. So soon she's going to be completely maxed out. And then I want a 5+ Truth of Eternity on my Gamagori and a Godchild. And I think that's it for Crest. I don't really care about Crest that much. They're kind of just flexing. And then I want... I think that's it. Honestly, I'm just hoping for more content, pretty much. But yeah, that's it for this video. See ya!